So, I want you to imagine that you're in a room and there's two doors in this room. One of them says, go back in time, forget everything. You can go back as far as you want. So, you want to go back until you're 5, 10, 15, whatever you choose. You can go back in time, you wipe your memory, and it's a fresh start. Or door number 2, where you just go back to life. Everything you know, nothing changes, you walk out that door, and you walk right back into your everyday routine. What door would you choose? When you look back on old memories, we always feel this feeling of nostalgia from time to time. It happens to all of us, it happens to me. And I think those are very sweet memories to delve on. We've all had something fun to look back at. I'm sure we've had certain parties that we've gone to, or perhaps we've met some people in our life that really created some awesome experiences for us. And we really miss those old times, and we look at life and sometimes wish that, man, why can't stuff be how it used to be? Why can't we just go back to those simple times? And if you're a gamer like me, I think we have it good, and we're really lucky in one aspect. I believe video games are like a time machine. You can go back, you can relive old memories. In my case, this game right here, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3. This was the first car game I ever played. I was about 5 years old when it came out. It was on the PlayStation X and PlayStation 1. I remember going with my uncle to GameStop and we bought the console and I was hooked. This is where, my love for cars began, and just so many great memories playing this game. I remember the Lamborghini Diablo. That was, man, like driving that car in the game, it just sparked something. And I could never beat the McLaren F1. That was just always frustrating for me as a kid, but it's just stuff like that. I remember my first time ever seeing a Lamborghini Diablo in real life. I still remember till this day. It was a black one. I saw it at nighttime. It was just so cool because that was the car that I, as a kid, was used to playing with in the game. We're lucky in that aspect because we can load up these old games and play them and kind of take a trip down memory lane and relive certain things. For many people, we like to hold on to the past. There's countless other memories that I'm sure everybody can sit back and ponder on. All the good times. For a lot of people, maybe you like to sometimes sit and think about your first love. Oh, the first love. That first love is the sweetest, isn't it? You miss those memories. You miss how innocent everything was. You miss how carefree that felt. Or maybe you just had like really cool experiences in middle school or high school. Me personally, I really miss high school. I think high school was such a fun time. I met some of the coolest people. I'm 29 years old, considering that high school is 10 years detached from me at this point. It's really cool to know that I still hang out with a lot of the people that I was cool with back then. And we've all just gotten busy with life. We've excelled in our careers. Some of us are married and we have kids and families. And sure, we don't hang out as much as we once did. That's just the game right there. That's how time works. You drift apart a little bit, but it's always sweet to make time for each other and reconnect. You can look back at countless other memories, like graduating or maybe the first time you bought your car. I always think about that. I always wish I could go back and relive memories like when I bought my first car, when I bought the Nissan Skyline. In reference to this game, playing with the Lamborghini Diablo as a kid, and then ultimately getting to that point where I bought a Lamborghini of my own when I was 23 years old. And it's just stuff like that. It's just these sweet memories that we wish we could just dial back and relive. While I do feel like it is good to ponder and really dive back and relive those memories in your head, I do also feel like we are blessed and we should feel happy that we have the opportunity that we have today. I like to look at it like, don't be sad that it's over, but be glad that it happened. Because the people that we are today were shaped from those experiences that occurred oh so many years ago. However, one thing that we have to realize is we wouldn't be here today, we wouldn't have those experiences that we have, we wouldn't think the way we think if we didn't go through those old feelings of nostalgia, if we didn't go through those old memories of ours, if we didn't live life to where we are today. I think that there's a beauty in being able to really have that as something to look back on. Because not only can we cherish what we once had, but we can also look forward to the future. We can learn from our mistakes. We can plan ahead to stride and do great things. And if you were to ask me, I think that's where the answer to that question comes in is, do you walk into the past or do you pick up life where it is? While it may be tempting to walk through that door and just start from scratch, go back and enjoy the innocence of childhood, I think I'd take the option of living life and walking back out into what I know and the experiences I've created and the people that I have now. That's just to say because I still have those memories. I can create new experiences and I can still look back and live through the old memories that I have. I can still laugh on, the mistakes, the failures, the wins, everything included. I think that's one thing that we all need to consider as well is we should really look forward to, what's to come and be able to enjoy every experience as it comes along. Because that's just the nature of life. We're all here for a finite amount of time. None of us are going to be here forever. So hold on to those good memories. Relive them from time to time. What I like to do is I'll go on YouTube and watch old videos that I enjoyed when I was younger. I think, if I kind of look back, I remember like Smosh. Smosh came out and I would love their videos, and then as time went along, I remember Mr. Nightmare. He's the OG. I think when it comes to this whole narration thing, he's in a league of his own. And I still watch his videos. The other night I was watching some Mr. Nightmare videos, and it's really cool to see that he's still doing it. And sometimes we even cherish other people around us, like, say, LeBron James. I still remember the Bubblicious commercial when I was a kid, and when I watch basketball and I still see him out there on the court, it's really cool to see that band. Some stuff, for sure, is memories in our mind, but some stuff we can still get the opportunity to live through. We can still watch Jackie Chan in movies and get to enjoy his acting, his martial arts, and stuff like that. That's the beauty of it. As far as nostalgia, not getting stuck in the past, enjoy what we do have. Where you don't have the ability to dive back and relive or experience certain things, accept that for what it is. Because that's just a memory, and sometimes memories, they have this weight to them. I remember when me and my wife went to Bermuda. It's one of the best trips I've ever had, and I think about it all the time. Sure, it would be nice to kind of go back in time and relive that, but that memory that I have of that experience is something that I'll hold on to for life, and I'm just so glad that it happened. You need to be able to find that for yourself as well, and you have to also realize that the past, while it was bright, while it felt so easy, there were moments that were difficult for us, and we overcame a lot. That's one thing that I like to look back on, because you hear this all the time, right? I especially think of instances where you're discussing like a breakup. You're talking to a friend, or maybe if you went through a breakup in the past, you received this advice, but the only reason you miss that person is because you miss the feeling of having them around. You don't necessarily miss them, or the absence of them in your life isn't what's causing you despair. It's you miss the feeling that they made you feel. You have to realize that all those downfalls, all those bad memories, if you will, shaped us into the people that we are today. While looking back into the past and feeling this sense of sadness, because it happens to all of us, it happens to me too. I remember there was a specific time last year where I was like, man, why can't I just be young again? Why can't life just feel easy the way that it used to? And that's just the reality that we all go through. We all get past that point. And it's funny because when we were kids, we all were like, man, I can't wait to grow up. I can't wait to be 18. And as soon as we're adults, what happens? Now we're like, man, it's a trap. I wish we could be kids again. What I say is, life is a journey. Absolutely. It's like a roller coaster ride. You got to enjoy what you did, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. There's always going to be stuff to look back on, but I think the beauty of what we have now and looking towards the future is the most beautiful thing of all. Like I said, don't be sad it's over. Be glad that it happened. What door would you guys take? Would you guys go back into the past if you could wipe your memory clean? Or would you take the initiative to walk back into life as it is and just pick up where stuff is because you like what you have? Let me know in the comments below. Is there like a particular memory that you're really fond of, or is moving forward and continuing to grow something that is essential for you? I'd love to hear what everybody else has to say. I think it'd be really fun to read through those comments. I want to thank everybody for watching this quick video. If you enjoyed this video, stick around. I'm planning to make more videos like this in the future. My name is Sam Sagar, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care until then.